Hello guys, and welcome to Kernozenko Scale. This will be my first ever video, so I do apologise about the poor camera and the untidy desk and whatnot, but most important thing I guess is the content, and what I put across is clear enough for you guys in the meantime, and then all the rest of that stuff will come on in time. Hopefully I'll get a better camera and a better setup and take it from there. So today basically I'm just going to do a small tutorial on how to get your tracks to look like that. So this isn't finished, this kit, but it's getting there. So just going to be weathering up the other side of the track, because I know a lot of people sometimes have issues doing tracks. I get quite a lot of questions on Instagram from people how to do tracks, and I think it's a common thing. So anyway, it's fairly straightforward, so let's see how we get on. So, here's our track run. Link and length are not the best, but they're, to be honest, so they go together pretty well. No issues there. Just, I know a lot of people prefer frills and stuff, but if you haven't got the budget for, shelling out just about as much as you do for the kit, then these are a pretty good alternative. I think they're a lot better than rubber band tracks, that's for sure. So, I've already got a little wash made up in here, so that's this is Vallejo Desert Dust, so it's an acrylic wash, and I've got a mixture of some pigments. I've also got a little palette with some additional pigments, just to sort of mix in and give a little tonal variation. So I'm going to take my Europe Earth, which is equivalent to sort of light sienna on the Vallejo range, and I'm just going to pop it into that wash, and then I'm going to use the wash to fix the pigment in. And that's just basically to get into all the nooks and on the track runs. You've got to make sure you work it into all those little gaps, because what can tend to happen with an acrylic wash is it doesn't break the surface tension as well as an enamel wash, and it can tend to sit on the surface and it won't go into all the grooves that you want it to. So we'll get that done. We'll mix this up. And then we'll work it into all the spaces, and since I'm doing this with one hand because I'm useless and I'm doing this on a camera phone, I will get back to you shortly when it's all washed in. Okay, so a little start of it. Just be as messy as you like with it, because we're going to clean the most of it off. Alright, we'll be back shortly. So yeah, that's just got our random pigments blotted in all over there. Now we just give it a couple of 5 minutes or so, and just get a bit of tissue and just wipe along all the contact points, and that'll get rid of all the excess pigment on the top of the runs. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll dry it off and I'll come back and we'll see what the final step is. So yeah, it's already looking pretty good without the final step, but yep, there's something missing. We need to get a metallic sheen on all the contact points, including the guide horns and where the wheels run along here. So, I watched a video one time. Mickey Maness was recommending these little rubber pencils, paintbrushes, and I tell you what, they are quite useful for pigments, especially if you can't, if it's a difficult area to get into. They can really sheen things up. I tend to use them for working on tools and stuff like. In fact, I'll probably at some point I'll be doing this little set of pliers for the hetzer. So just to kind of give it a nice sheen. You see how it does it so easily. Gives it a nice finish. So I'll be using these to get into the guide horns and stuff like that, and give a nice even finish along where the wheels would hit. But mostly on all the contact points, because the tracks are so big, I'll just be using this pigment. So that's Migmodel and Gunmetal, but I think most of the main manufacturers, AK Interactive and Vallejo and stuff, do a sort of equivalent. So I'll just be using my finger and just rubbing along all the contact points, and just it'll look pretty good when that's done. So I'll do that and then I'll get back and show you what that looks like. Here we are, despite the mess. So as you can see, it's looking pretty good. Looks fairly realistic in my opinion. So I forgot to mention, so basically I only used one base colour on this track, and it was just a Trax primer from Ammo by Mickey Maness, and it's I tend to use them most of the time as just a base, and then work from there, because you don't really see much of the base colour by the time you're done anyway. So yeah, so pretty much my go-to for if I'm doing a project where I'm on super try-hard mode, I might do something else, but to be honest, this elephant kit, I must have built it about 2 years ago, so getting to the stage where I'm actually putting paint on it and stuff is good enough, so I wasn't going to go all extreme, and I just figured it's a nice simple tutorial. You can also use a polish metal as well, I forgot to say. You can add that in extra points, maybe more on the guide horns and stuff that's going to be getting a lot of contact with other metallic parts and stuff. So yeah, overall, easy little way to do it. So I'm going to get on to sticking it on the vehicle, and I may as well show you guys how I do that. So if we can figure out somewhere to put this camera and do that at the same time, I'll be right back with you. I'm thinking to myself, this is probably the best I'm going to get for angles, so let's see how we do. So I've kept the drive sprockets off the kit. Makes life a lot easier, so you tuck these right tight into those drive sprockets. You can just get them to line up. Yep. There you go. That's that one in. That was a little bit easier, that one. So yeah, just tuck them right nice in. Okay, so now we need to fight with the kit just a little touch. They've got these sort of, I think they're to clear mud from the wheels. I think I've just broke the jack, but we'll deal with that later. It's always going to happen. So you need to tuck them into those parts there a little bit. On the rough side doing that, but hey ho, right. That's pretty much it. So yeah, we'll get a bit of super glue down on these, and we'll wedge them into place. Shit, I totally broke my jack. So let's see, some super glue. I like to use a gel type. It's just the viscosity suits doing these kind of jobs. Doesn't flatten out too much. You can actually get some real contact with it. And I will use this little piece of metal. Just dab a little bit in the super glue, and then we'll dab it on the top of the wheels. Squeaky chair. Don't tell me I need to buy a new chair as well for this. This is an expensive hobby in general, never mind buying stuff for YouTube as well, right? So, a couple of cotton buds should keep the contact points just nicely. That's good, that'll do that, hold that up nice. And before you know it, you'll have tracks on. Always good to get the tracks on a vehicle, it just really gives them their badass look. So anyway, I hope that was helpful, guys. If you feel the need to subscribe, I'd appreciate it, and please leave a comment. Just, you know, what I could do better. Obviously, I know there's loads of things I could do better, but it's all about experience and budget at this point. So hopefully going forward, I'll get there and I'll, you know, get a camera set up, and we'll be doing some more tutorials and stuff, and maybe some unboxings and all that kind of stuff. If there's any tutorials you guys want to do, especially armour based, I mean, I'm by no means an expert, and I do the odd aircraft now and again as well, and hopefully you'll see some of that going forward, but mostly armour. In fact, I might show you a couple of things I've finished recently, just so that you know that I'm not all just talk. So this is a little 1/72 T34. By Revell. It was a fun little build. See, all these kind of stuff, you know, getting this thing to this sort of level. If you're interested in knowing any of that. And this King Tiger, kit by Dragon, ideal little kit, superb. All the extra fun stuff on the back there, tiny little bucket. It was a great kit. So yeah, hopefully that video helped, and I really appreciate you guys watching, so we'll see you next time.